game, but how do you go from undefeated to then what happened in this series? What was the difference?
Details, right? They all were tight games. End of the day, they probably were just a little better and a little deeper than us. And but you know what? We were in every game, and could have gone either way. But I thought for me, game one that hurt because I thought we all played them. We were better, but they won the game, and that hurts in a best of 5 series. So game 2 we didn't really recover from that, and today, could have gone either way because I thought it was an even game.
Hindsight's 20/20, but you mentioned after game 1 not to panic. When you think back on it, do you think it's going to maybe bother you that you didn't go with a different lineup at all in game 2 to get some juice?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We did it today, and it didn't matter either. So, I love my lineup every night. They gave us everything, and I would 1,000 times I would do it. So, I'm proud of the guys the way they played all year long. They came a long, long way. Now it's my second year, and a lot of guys stepped up big time, and I can't say good things about them. Today it's a learning curve for them. Being in the playoffs, it's a great thing for your development, and like I said, little details matters, right? Little mistakes matters, and it end up in the net, and that's what they have to learn. And we just had one too many every night against a really good veteran team.
Saying that it didn't matter, the other night you also made the comment about too many passengers, but yet you mixed up the top 6 today. Did you feel that you got a little bit more from them, especially from that second line with Thomas and Turcotte?
I think so. I think especially from Turk, right? We were happy with his game, but he was on a wing, and he's when he plays center, he's a motor, right? He goes up and down. He plays the way we actually want him to play, and we kind of missed that too a little bit. So I thought we were going to put him back in the middle, and we played with these guys before, and today it was his best game too. So I was really pleased, and he did everything I was asking for, but I do think he's a better center.
When you look back at these last couple of games, like you said, kind of stemming from game 1, did it feel like maybe you guys got a result that maybe you didn't deserve through these first 3 games?
I don't know. We gotta give them credit too. They made it hard on us, and maybe game 1, but other than that, they know how to win. They went to the finals not by mistake last year. They're again good this year. They have the guys back from Seattle. You could tell they're good. So it's a third period goal that make the difference today, but again, those are those moments we have to get better, and guys have to learn, and they will.
Obviously, it's still fresh, but when you look back at this season as a whole, does it still feel like there maybe was a turning point for this group kind of around the midway point when you really turned it on at the end of the season?
It's funny you said it. We had a good meeting, a very good meeting. It was more like a team building meeting, but also talked a lot about our game. And we had just a tough stretch. We lost like 6-7 games in a row. We were not happy. That's why we did that meeting. And after that, the guys took off. All right, and that was for me. And I can't remember. I think it was in January, February. And for that point, I thought the guys did unbelievable. We had a lot of guys out. Guys were with the Kings, and it didn't matter who was in and who was out of the lineup. How good we were. That train was still going, and we played the right way, the way I wanted them to play, and that's why I'm so proud of the guys, how they came along all year long.
Were there particular guys over the course of this season that really made strides toward getting to the next level?
Yeah, no, you know what? Honestly, we just talked about it, but there were so many. Like it's. If you look at the young kids like Frankie Pinelli and those guys, they came a long way, right? But also Ward and Andre Lee and Helene is like, yeah, all of them. And again, it's. I said it before a few times. It's almost like a win for me because it makes me so happy that these guys made such a stride under my belt, and again, those are my kids, and you know, I'm gonna keep going with them and keep pushing them to be a king one day, and that's my job.
Are you going to keep going with them, Marco? This is a pivotal summer for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, right?
There are.
There are rumors. Yeah, no, we'll see. I mean, you know, it's nice to have a little attention. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think I'm ready to take the next step. I love what I do. I think I'm a really good head coach, but yeah, we'll see. But,
At the time that you came here, you specifically talked about wanting to be a head coach. Now, having 2 years under your belt, could you see a scenario where you would go back to the NHL as maybe an assistant and work your way into a head coach, or you'd rather stay here as a head coach and wait for a job up top?
Yeah, no, it's a good question, and no, I'm a head coach, and you know, if nothing works out, I want to be here, and that's where I want to be. You know, that's not my goal to be assistant. I think I am a better head coach than assistant, so I'm going to keep like that as long as I can.
Back to the players. Helene has found his snarl, finally. He found that mean streak that everybody's been waiting for. At least it seemed that way in the playoffs. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, he challenged a lot of people, and we're players, and nobody wanted to fight him. But you know, you guys probably don't know that this kid went through a roller coaster too with his body. He had to lose a lot of weight over the summer. He came back like very, very skinny, no muscle on his body. So we had to build it up. He got sick a few times. So it kind of took him a long, long time. And I can't even get mad at him because, you know, we wanted him to be like that. And finally, on the end, now I feel like he got stronger and better, and he had more confidence, and the toughness came back. So, you know, for a guy like him, it's going to be a big summer. He still has baby fat on him, and you know, now he has to grow, and he definitely grew on the end. That's for sure.
One of the guys that made strides is Eric Portillo, and you know, how much did this playoffs help him to see where he maybe needs to be, and after his rookie year, you know, how much room he still has to grow, even though he's grown a lot.
Yeah,
this year.
no, he's one of them, right? And the playoffs, again, I can't speak enough how much you learn in the playoffs. In the last 2 games, I thought he was just okay, and but again, he has to learn as well, and those are great learning moments. And you know what? He bounced back today with a really good game.